Hey everyone, today I got the Everhunt Diana up to 9 stars. I tested her both in PvP and PvE, but before getting her to 9 stars, because of how the impactful +2 synergy is, I kept her at 8 stars to test just pure 8 stars power instead of the usual 9 stars, which we all already know that 9 stars is going to be a must-have in the PvP because 7 synergies are just simply too strong in PvP battles. So the one thing that the issue with her currently is that she's a single target damage, and I mentioned this in her leaked skills. This is the worst type of damage because if this misses, it often means the hero has failed their whole turn basically. And it's not really good in season when there's a lot of dodge, but luckily this season it's pretty balanced, so her damage is actually really nice, and she does often proc her skill, which is basically casting her ultimate again after each action. And this is really strong. This even works, I'm pretty sure, on protectors, the retaliate or the repose basic attack. It also procs her ultimate as far as I've seen. So it's a really strong combo. You will want her legendary runes for sure, in my opinion. The increased max HP of all allies by 100%, up to 10 times, basically 1000% in the round 10. And then on top of that, you can get purified her runes to increase her ultimate damage, which you really want because she does spam her ultimates as many times as Pandora basically, if she fulfills the team with protectors. Otherwise she will not spam them as she does in the protectors based team. So to start off, her true damage is actually really nice. I thought it would be very bad, but it's actually really nice. It can often reach 10 digit numbers in PvP, and it does decent chunk of damage. Issue with it is this second part I don't think works. So then converts this true damage into max HP for self. I don't think this is working. Either that or it's pretty fake. I'm not sure which of these, but I'm more confident on the one that it's not working, because otherwise she would be a beast. Imagine 10 digits converting into her max HP. It would be insane, but it simply doesn't work because she often dies because she's quite squishy if she's not paired with 7 Valiantors, which do scale really hard but can also be defeated, as I have been defeated by Avengers and Ethereals, both at 7 synergy as well. So her Restless passive is really great, it's really cool, also animation is great, so I really love this passive, but as I said, the second part of her Relentless passive doesn't work, it appears. So about her Oath Force, so the conversion is pretty similar to Ophelia's at 8 stars. So Ophelia's convert is actually even better from my experience, because I tested the damage of both and Ophelia's damage was slightly better. But when I paired the Everhunt Diana, she does help the team with the true damage and the multi-actions. So Diana slightly takes the edge because Ophelia doesn't simply deal enough damage as much as Diana can provide to the team, and this only gets better at 12 stars, so better conversion than Ophelia's. Replace Ophelia, you can already use 8 stars Everhunt Diana and it's done. Issue is Diana doesn't have bind counter like Ophelia, so Ophelia still provides insane value in the matches that you need to counter the bind, whereas Diana doesn't do that. So that's really it for her skills. As I said, the second part of Relentless skill is not working, in my experience at least, and the true damage she actually does penetrate enemies. Even if hero misses, it will still deal true damage from what I have seen, so it's a really good effect, I really like it, but the damage isn't as big as you would expect. After all, it says equal to 5% of the target's max HP, so yeah, you can't expect it to be really big anyway. So yeah, I think she's lacking some kind of scaling. I think that's her biggest issue. She doesn't have any self buff to increase her damage. I think that's what's stopping her. So she's nowhere close Pandora or Arcane Dorabelle in terms of DPS. Like that would never happen really, because I tested both scenarios, same teams, but replacing one hero, and yeah, it's really not even close. But Everhunt Diana is really cool in PvP, especially if you can get her to 9 stars. Would I recommend it if you're a free-to-play player? Definitely not, because Arcane Dorabella is simply still better, and there's a Fate hero summon going on, so I'd just go for the Fate Scrolls, and as I mentioned in the guide, you should save Fate Summon Scrolls for the week 7 for the Lucifer release. So what's my conclusion on the Everhand Diana? I think she's great. I think she's great in PvP, and it's only valid for those who that can afford her. So if you can see in this battle, it's 7 Valiantors against 7 Ethereals. These numbers will be so big very soon. You will absolutely see insane numbers and heroes not really taking any damage, because both ethereal scale in just as big as Valiantors, but Valiantors do it per action, ethereals do it per crit. You'd imagine ethereals get it more often because just look at these numbers. It's absolutely insane, these kind of numbers in non-seasonal. Keep in mind this is Yggdrasil type battle, and as you can see, heroes are tanking that fairly well, and nobody is really dying, so these numbers are just absolutely insane. And yeah, both synergies at 7 really do scale up insanely because I would say they're equal. Both Ethereals and Valianters are pretty much equal in my opinion in terms of strength. I think those two are the strongest 7 synergies. Mystifiers are also very strong, but I haven't tested them against Valianters yet. I have tested them against Ethereals and they can absolutely beat them. So yeah, as of right now, I do think that Everhunt Diana is really cool if you can get 7 Valianters, but that's really not free-to-play friendly. And as I said, there's Fate ongoing, and do you really want to pick up Fate scrolls for the Lucifer's potential meta shift? And yeah, that's really about it. Diana is a really cool hero, unfortunately not made for everyone, and not everyone can afford her, because she really does need 9 stars to do her thing. And yeah, that's really about it. I will also do a giveaway. As always, the giveaway is going to be diamond, so all you have to do is comment your Discord username under this video to enter, and I will pull the winners on Wednesday as always. And yeah, that's really it. Don't summon her if you can't afford her. Summon her to 9 stars if you can afford her. She's a really good Ophelia replacement at 8 stars, but really wants 9 stars to have 7 Valiantors. Otherwise, not really worth summoning for, and you should be able to go for Arcane Dorabella instead, because Arcane Dorabella is one of the best PvP and PvE heroes right now. She got bug fixed in the season 13. She actually does more damage now than in season 12, and is actually even better now. So yeah, that's it. Just a short conclusion on Diana. Not worth summoning for if you're a free-to-play player. Worth summoning if you're a spender and can get her to 9 stars, because I do believe that 7 Valiantors will have a meta potential in PvP and will be really strong. Issue is I tested it in seasonal content, or rather in the duels. Even though duels are now currently not really reliable, duels do not have any pets active right now, so duels are become pretty much how do you say it, outdated in a way, so you can only test few things on them, but they are not as close to World Arena or Foggy matches as they used to be. Conclusion, don't summon if you're a free-to-play player on her. You can skip her. She's more for PvP. She doesn't push any PvE as much as you would want her to. Arcane Dorabella pushes PvE far more, and yeah, that's it. PvP synergy bot pretty much really strong damage, but yeah, not free-to-play friendly unfortunately. And good luck in the giveaway, and see you in the next one.